I was more worried about the public finding out about something about this Gloriavale place rather than the fact that our sister had passed away. She choked to death. It was a very traumatic experience, and just one you don't ever think someone would die of. She was 15. Her name was Priya. My sister was born with Down syndrome, and only after her passing we learnt that Down syndrome children, they don't have a gag reflex. If we had had access to outside knowledge, we would have had a lot more information about how to keep her safe. It wasn't until her passing that I realised how much effort was put into control. I would now call it a cult, that the place was just little paradise for them to be able to do whatever they wanted and control everybody. Nobody owns anything, not even the clothes that they wear. Nobody has access to a phone. There's no TV, there's no radio, nobody owns a car. And we just kind of like realised all of these things we had just thought as normal growing up aren't normal. Family units deserve to be independent, paid for the work that they do, transportation, all of these things that nobody had. I couldn't just wear a smile and be like, yeah, I'm at my duties. The end result of that was that I was constantly in these meetings with the leadership about them trying to pressure me to move on. I was cornered by these 4 elders. They were all just saying, oh, I was a horrible, spiteful person, that I was just holding on to all the things of the past. I ended up just breaking down into tears and crying, and they were laughing at me, and my father was laughing along with them. I couldn't stay there any longer. I had to get away. And so that night I decided I'm going to run away to one of the farmers' homes who lived quite close. So I went around to my best friend's room and knocked on her window, and she said, let's see if we can find one of the community cars and I'll drive you up there. But they collect all the keys and lock them away in the main office. And she said, oh, check Neville Cooper's car. He's the elder and it's his car, so no one would touch it. And I was a little bit shocked myself to her, like, oh, wait, we're gonna take his car? She said, I think that's a good idea if we take his car. And she's like, it's the only car, dare we? Yes, we do. So yeah, we stole Neville Cooper's car to drive up to the farmer's house. And I just said to them, would it be all right if I stay here for a little while? I have to get out. And they were more than happy, absolutely just welcomed me in. You don't realise when you have grown up without money or any kind of independence that you actually need quite a few things. You need a bank account, you need an IRD number, you need your birth certificate. Felt like I had been deprived that opportunity to learn more about the world, and I had decided that I wanted to go to university, and literally took a paper in everything Māori because I wanted to find out about that part of myself and about my culture. It's hard for me to imagine that used to be my life now. Within the 5 years that I've been free, so much control over what I do, where I was so heavily controlled by other people before. Oh, the real world, it's full of so much colour when you came from a black and white existence.